What's up, guys? So my name is Ipe. I've been making seven figures on the internet, ranking websites in Google, and I've been self-employed, running online businesses since 2014. So today I'm going to react to Andrew Tate's video, how to make $10,000 in 2023.
Contains some of the best and most profound knowledge of Andrew Tate about money and business. Listen to it.
Right. How to make money. How to make money is crossed out. And the reason it's crossed out is because I want you to understand something. You cannot make money. You can only take money from somebody else. Most people understand, most people have this view of, because you work, in the average Joe's life, they work and they get money. So they go to work, they make something, and then they get money. So they think they're making money. You cannot make money. You can only take money from other people. You can only convince other people to give you money. That's the only way money can be made, unless you're the Federal Reserve, and you're not the Federal Reserve. The Federal Reserve makes money. You take money. So when you're going through life, I want you guys to stop saying, I want to make money.
You take money by having skills that solves problem for other people. And so first step into making good money in this world is going to learn skill sets, high income skill sets, and you will most likely want to get a mentor that can teach you those skills.
You have to start saying, I want to take money, because that's how you have to think. You don't make it, you take it. So you have to start talking that way. You got to take money. There was a very smart man who worked in the pimping business. I can't remember his exact name. And his quote, and his truth, this is a truthful quote. His quote was, business is simple. It's just other people's money. That's all a business is. A business is getting other people to send you their money. That's what a business is. So we're no longer going to say we're going to make money. We're going to talk about how we're going to take money, because that's what we're going to do. Here's we talk about how you can't make it. You can only take it, which is absolutely true. Now, the Federal Reserve makes money. It doesn't matter. In America, they make dollars. It doesn't matter what country you're in. You've got your own version of the Federal Reserve. They create money from thin air. You need to understand something, is that money isn't real, and it's created from thin air to enslave us. You are slaves for money. The people who are in charge of the world, what they do is they type in numbers on a screen and they turn on the printer. They print pieces of paper, and then they use these pieces of paper to make you do things you don't want to do and make you a slave for pieces of paper that they make effectively for free. Now, the important thing about this is that this destroys the idea of saving yourself rich. I have lots of people come to me and go, oh, well, I'm saving for, if I save for my retirement, save. You cannot save yourself rich, because you can never save money faster than the Federal Reserve can print money. During this coronavirus thing, they printed trillions of dollars. Trillions. T, with a T, trillions. You even know how much that is? Let's look it up. Trillions of dollars have been printed. They call it quantitative easing. They call it like economy rescue. They call all these stupid things. Basically what they do is they turn on the printing press and they print money. And during this coronavirus thing, they printed more than ever. So there's no point in you saving this money, working hard, saving little bits, and then they just print more. That's why your money, that's why you have to deal with inflation. That's why your money's worth less every year. But my point is, if more and more is going into circulation, you need to find a way to get more and more. You don't need to save the little bits you have, like a little squirrel. Let me get the little bits, let me just save them. No, you got to find a way to get more and more. More exists. Every day there is more money. Remember, we're not trying to make money, we're trying to take money. Every day there is more money out there.
You have to figure out the difference between like regular way of making money, which is trading time for dollars. You know, if you work for a company or a job, you have a job, you are trading your time to, and an employer gives you money, right? You have to figure out there's other ways to make money in this world. And the next way to make money that you have to understand is how to create leveraged income. And with the internet gives us the easiest ability and the easiest and the cheapest ability to create leveraged income today, which is leveraging media or code. So, you know, Andrew Tate, why does Andrew Tate make these videos? Well, he's leveraging media, right? With the internet, you can film a piece of video content, put it on YouTube or TikTok, and it can get thousands and thousands of views without you having to ever lift a finger again on that piece of content. So with the internet, you can create videos, or what I focus on is I build websites and articles that I rank in Google. And so I only have to my team also creates these articles too. And once you create that piece of digital content, that can go out there and create more attention and more traffic and more income for us over and over and over again, while we can go and do other things, go create more pieces of content. So we're essentially creating digital clones of ourselves that goes out there and sells for us, while we don't have to like continually trade time for dollars, right? So that's the idea of creating leveraged income. So you can't just have this idea of like, okay, I'm just gonna go take money. No, you gotta approach it in a strategic way of using leverage, because like we only have a certain amount of time in a day, right? So just working hard and trading time for dollars is not the answer. You have to create leverage. So for example, I have one piece of website that has made me 200 grand in the last 8 years, and I only spent like 15 hours on that site. So that's an example of leverage.
You drive down, every building is owned by somebody. Somebody owns that building. Billions of dollars. You drive down one road, you see billions. That skyscraper, that building, millions, millions, millions. From Tokyo, Shanghai, Dallas, LA, everything. There is so much money, it's everywhere. You have to find a way to take. You cannot make, and you cannot save. I want to give a very quick example. We're going to very quickly look at my Instagram. Let me quickly do this and show you my Instagram page.
Those people that own those buildings is exercising leverage as well, because they have enough money to play a completely different game. They buy out, giant buildings, commercial real estate, but they're still leveraging their money. They buy these proper pieces of property, they rent it out to other people pay them on an ongoing basis, while they go out there and create other forms of leverage. So it's all about creating leverage.
Pay attention here, guys. So you can see my Instagram. We've got an M5, we've got a Vanquish S Ultimate, it's only 175 in the world. We've got a 992. Here we got a Lamborghini Huracan. Here we got a McLaren 720S. This is a bag with $1 million in it. This is the S63 AMG. This is me in all these different places. Traveling the world. It's me with Chris Eubank. Blah, blah, blah. You cannot save enough money to live this lifestyle. Even if you made 10,000 euro a month. Let's imagine you made 10,000 euro a month. Okay, I got three.
Another way to say it is you can't save your way to that kind of wealth, but you also can't continue to trade your time for dollars to that kind of wealth. Again, I do very little thing that doesn't involve any leverage at this point. And this is coming from somebody where I used to have a 9-to-5 job, only making 35K a year. Today, I do very little things where I'm just trading my time for dollars. I'm always doing things that has leverage. Even this video that I'm making, I can make it one time real quick, put it out there on the internet, and this video can get me sales to my coaching business, right? That's a form of leverage.
$1 million of cars. That's what I've got. So let's imagine you make $10,000 a month. Because everyone says, oh, if I could make $10,000, I'd be really happy if I could make $10,000. So if you think $10,000 is a good amount, then let's do some math. I got $3 million of cars. You're making $10,000 a month. You are saving 100% of your income. You're not spending any of it. You're not spending a penny. You're eating for free, living for free, getting to and from work for free, not going out with your friends. You're not doing nothing. And each month, you're saving your whole $10,000. It's going to take you 300 months. 25 years divided by 12. 300 months is 25 years to save up enough money to buy my cars. 25 years of your life, you're going to have to save and work and spend $0 to get my cars. It's impossible. The only way you get my cars is by earning more, not by saving. Get rid of the idea of saving. Get rid of the idea of making money. Now, I'm not saying be irresponsible. I'm not saying throw all your money away. But the idea that you can save yourself rich is a joke. It's the kind of lie that the people in charge, the slave masters, want you to believe. Oh, don't worry.
I don't think anybody that has any level of ambition is thinking about saving their money. I think people that are even finding these videos and trying to make more money aren't even thinking about saving. They make very little at their job. They're trying to figure out how to make more money or multiply their income, multiply their wealth, not save.
Just keep working and you keep saving $100 a month while I print trillions a week. That's stupid. Don't be stupid. More money exists every day. You have to find a way to take more money. Money is like water.
You don't just want to take money with your own efforts, with your own sweat equity only, with your own blood, sweat, and tears. You want to take money from the marketplace by creating digital assets that go out there and do the marketing and the sales and the taking, quote unquote, taking of the money for you. You want to create digital clone versions of yourself that do this work for you on a day-to-day basis. And your job is to continually clone yourself in the digital world, whether that be in a video content or articles, blog posts, different lead generation websites. This is what you want to focus on, spend your time on.
Water is always moving. Pay attention to the cycle of precipitation. It rains, it hits the ground, it flows down the street, goes down the drain, goes in the drain, down a pipe, goes into the river, flowing in the river, goes into the ocean. The ocean is sitting there, sun comes, it evaporates, goes back into the sky, the cloud floats somewhere else, it rains again. Water is always moving, all the time. And money is the same. Money never stays still. If you put money in a bank, that bank is using it for something. If you spend money, it's moving from one place to another. If you buy a Starbucks takes your money, pays its employees. Then the employee goes to fucking the store and buys something. The money is always moving. So once again, we are not trying to make money. More money exists every day. We are trying to take money, and it's always moving. Now, let me ask you guys a question. If you were a bandit, understand something. If you were a bandit and you wanted to take people's stuff, like, you know, the train robbers or the old school coach bandits, they wouldn't try and get the gold when it was stuck in the vaults or the banks. They would try and get the gold when it was moving. They'd wait till it was being transported and they'd hijack it, just run up on it, bop, 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 give me the gold. So when something's moving, it's vulnerable. So money is always vulnerable. Write this down. We're not trying to make money. We're trying to take money. More exists every day. It's always moving, and it's vulnerable. It's vulnerable because it's always moving. If you can find and identify a place where money is moving, if you can find a place where money is moving and stand in the way, then the money is vulnerable. So I've made money lots of different ways. Lots of you guys know all the different ways.
I'll tell you guys, hold on, I'll tell you guys in a second where money is vulnerable.
Ways I make money. And I don't want to talk about that very much, but I will give you a very quick example. OnlyFans, if you don't know what that is, I'll give you a very quick example. It's girls who sell pictures to horny guys. I saw girls making a lot of money with OnlyFans. So I saw money moving. Girls, guys, pictures being sent, money. I saw money moving. So I stood in the middle, got some girls I knew who didn't do OnlyFans and said, look, I'll teach you how to do it. I'll take a cut. So I put myself in the middle of the money movement, and I got some money.
Okay, that's what I was going to say is what we do with lead generation is we understand where money is vulnerable in the local marketplace. So we know that there's small business owners out there that don't know how to generate customers on the internet. And as a small business owner, if you don't have customers, you don't have a business. Like, you need customers to keep your business alive. That's pretty simple, right? Like, if you're a roofing company, you need ongoing people looking for roofing companies on the internet to call your business. So, but these companies don't know how to do internet marketing. So we get into the middle between a buyer and a service provider, a roofer, tow truck company, plumber, tree care guy, landscaper, deck builder. All these people are computer illiterate because they didn't grow up with the internet. These are guys that are in their 40s and their 50s. They're not good with the computers. This is where it's vulnerable. Money is vulnerable. And so we as lead generators place ourselves right in the middle between the consumer that need these services, and we get in the middle to these business owners. And these business owners, now we build websites in Google, at the top of Google, where we get these buyers to contact our phone numbers, and now we have that customer in our grasps, and now we can sell that customer or a lead to these business owner, and we just earn a percentage in the middle. No different than what Uber does. They just connect a customer with a driver, right? AKA a service provider. This is what we do with local lead generation. This is kind of what Andrew Tate's model, what he's saying is he got in the middle between a buyer and essentially an OnlyFans girl, which in our case is a service provider. So that's where money is being exchanged between a buyer and a service provider. And you want to go into an arena where there's like a knowledge gap. There's a lack of knowledge in that space. And you can go in and you can become the middleman. And being a middleman is a very powerful business model because you don't have to invest in all the equipment and all the hassle of running an actual business. You can just get into the middle connect a buyer and a seller, and you just earn a small commission in the middle. And it might be a small commission, but imagine stacking 10 of those clients, 15, 20 of those clients. It's extremely scalable once you set it up, because you don't have to actually service the customer. You're just handing off the customer to a business owner. So that's an example of using leverage to quote unquote take money from the marketplace. And we're using websites to do this. We don't have to go find the customer on a day-to-day basis. Our websites do that for us. So that's using another form of leverage, which is leveraging code.
You have to stand in the middle of the money. If you stand in the right place at the right time, you're going to get wet. If you stand in the right place at the right time, you're going to get rich.
Thank you for watching.
Okay, so I really liked what Andrew said at the end there. It's about understanding where money is exchanging hands in the marketplace. And if you can intelligently place yourself in the middle of those things, you can make money. And you don't need crazy amounts of money and resources to invest in a gigantic business. You can just get in front of that business and get the customers for that business and make a percentage. And that's a really intelligent way to get into business, because when you're a newbie, you don't have that much capital to risk to start your own like giant business, right? So it's much better to use the internet as leverage to create to generate leads. Essentially, that's like the easiest, most lucrative way in my mind to start making money. And I haven't found anything else that comes even remotely close when it comes to, the most affordable but lucrative way to get into business as a brand new beginner. So, all right, guys, peace.